Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How are you doing? How are you managing the heat wave? It's free hot yoga if you go outside, so make use of the gift of every situation. Charge with the healing powers of the sun, but make sure you're hydrated. So keep those electrolyte drinks in handy. Just a couple of inspirational quotes to set us up for today. First of all, how are you? Just a quick check in. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, let it all go. We can always start anew in each and every moment, only if we choose to. So make that mindfulness deliberate. Make an intention to be soft. Make an intention to be alert. And always go back to your why, your big purpose, your mission, vision. What is it for you, my friend? What's your credo? What is your manifesto? What is if you were to treat yourself as a company, what is your motto? Or your big why, as we always say. Make it one that is worthwhile and bigger than merely existing. May we thrive with the power that is laying deep within us. Because we live two lives, the one that we are living and the unlived life inside of us that is calling out. So heed that call. What are you called to do? And we notice when we are truly alive, when we are being creative, when we're being open. Those are the times that we are truly alive, and that is when we grow and when we are most joyful and open. It's in the discovery of new things, so keep a curious mind. There's always a new way of looking at things. If your routine and your days are getting too repetitive, take an alternate route. Do a detour. Maybe voluntarily take up a challenge. Challenge yourself. Challenge your thinking as well. Read some mind-expanding poetry and literature. That is what works for me. But that is only my opinion. It's up to you to really find your own style of being the best version of yourself. I think happiness is what makes you pretty. Happy people are beautiful. They become like a mirror and they reflect that happiness. That is by the actress Drew Barrymore from... What are her famous films? She's known for Never Been Kissed. What else is on top of mind? I saw a recent film of hers wherein she had a double. I forgot the title. So she acted as a double of the famous actress, which is Drew Barrymore, or I think it's a different name. So yeah, she puts it very simply that happy people are beautiful because why is this so? Because our default and natural state is one of beauty and love. If we approve of ourselves, if we love ourselves, if we're not thinking of anything, if we're not thinking or walking on eggshells or thinking too much about what other people think, our natural beauty shines because it's our true nature. Remember your childhood when you were a kid, when you were just happy and everything gives you joy, even the simplest of things. And I think there's wisdom in childlikeness, and to not mistake it with childishness. Childish is being immature, but childlike, to become childlike, is what Jesus pertains to when he said, "Blessed are the babes," or the babies. So they just become a mirror and reflect that happiness. So may you become a reflection of what you truly are inside, which is life itself. Life that is happening beautifully. No need of covering up or pretending. It's just the truth of what you are, which is authentic. And all we need to carry is a smile and an acceptance and a little curiosity and a little organization. And sharing what we have. It does not need to be material things. It does not need to be grand. Sometimes it's just offering our presence. Our presence is the most valuable thing that we can offer. I think it's really tragic when people get serious about stuff. It's such an absurdity to take anything really seriously. I make an honest attempt not to take anything seriously. I worked that attitude out about the time I was 18. I mean, what does it all mean when you get right down to it? What's the story here? Being alive is so weird. Ooh, what a mindful insight. That's from Frank Zappa. He's a musician, songwriter. Maybe I'll look into his music. I know his name, but I'm not really familiar of his music just yet. So talk about seriousness. Sometimes we trip because we take too seriously what God made for fun. It is just art. It's a dance. Everything is just a masterpiece. Constantly changing, always in flux, unpredictable. There are times we are being thrown some curveballs, and those are just opportunities for us to learn things about ourselves. Those are opportunities for us to let go of the things that are not needed in our journey. So instead of bemoaning and complaining and treating life as a suffering or a burden, may we see it as an exciting journey. May we see it as a ladder wherein we level up day by day, breath by breath, continuously purifying and getting to know what's really true. And if we go to the crux of it, the crucible of all things is just life and love. Being alive is so weird, he says. And to be continuously bedazzled and confused, the right amount of confusion. To be able to be confused and at the same time having faith, I think that's a good balance. To know that everything happens for a reason, to know that everything runs in its own accord bigger than ourselves, and at the same time present and alert in asking those intelligent questions and ready for some answers. And this includes becoming open-minded and becoming wrong. So there's a joy in there. There's joy in becoming wrong. I have written too many times about the joy of being wrong. That's one of my favorite lines. It can be found in my book called It's All in Your Head, Friend. It's available on Amazon. Feel free to check it out. So when you're wrong, it's just an opportunity to turn the head in a different direction. And it's all to your benefit. It's all to your growth. It's all for our well-being. because the universe does not care whether you like it or not, whether your correctness is supported and promoted and celebrated. The universe only cares whether you grow, whether you fulfill your mission. And we can run and hide as much as we can, but nature eventually faces you with the reality that you need to face in order to undergo this thing called life. It involves a little pain, just like a tattoo or other things that involve pain. Most of the suffering is just in the head, but the pain is just a sensation. And it's impermanent, much like a toothache. I myself have dealt with some pains, physical pain. And then this is where I truly get to know my real self, the one that never dies. Your spirit and your soul is here eternally, although your physical body won't be. Your human life is temporary, but the one that lives within is eternal. And having known that, having that knowingness that you are eternal, immortal, universal, and infinite, and godlike, and that which is made up of God. What makes up the God particle is present in each and every particle of you. You are of high consciousness that it built itself up to be as intelligent as yourself, to become fully aware, to have his or her own choices, to drive the boat, so to speak, to drive the bus, to become the driver and the captain of your own life. Isn't that the greatest masterpiece of all? To build the life that is full of worthwhile experiences and touching lives in positive ways. And this does not need to be complex or grand, as we always say. Always boil it down to the simplest way you can help others. Being present, being positive, sharing a little upliftment here and there, sharing your talents and abilities. So those are the things that cannot be bought by money. And the material things, those are just an outpour of what you truly are. It's just a reflection of what you really are inside. How do you feel about yourself? How's your self-worth? How's your mind chatter? Okay, these are just programs that can be changed. There are methods to rewire the brain. One thing that you can do is to watch how it thinks. Watch your mind think. And phrases and sentences shall pop up. You are this, you are that, this should be this, that should be that, and this is horrendous and unpreferred and debilitating. If you take a step back, those are all nonsense. Those are all nonsense and can be exhaled out and given back to the nothingness where it belongs. For you are a life of vigor. To become human, your potential must be unleashed. You are unlimited. So, going back to seriousness, do not take life too seriously, for it will make you tense. It will not serve your physical body, which is a very, very majestic system. You got muscles and nerves and bones and ever-renewing particles. You have cells that are metabolizing and dying and being birthed as you breathe. You've been breathing and filtering air through your lungs, and you're creating energy higher than any machine. It has been said by Yogananda that a cubic inch of flesh, if aligned properly, can power the whole city of Chicago. Can you wrap your head around that fact? That there are more subatomical patterns in your mind. Oh, pardon me. I'm butchering a quote again. This is by Gerard Mendel. This continuously fascinates me. That there are more neural connections in our brains than there are subatomic particles in the whole universe. Think about that. Google it. Gerard Mendel quote. There are more neural patterns and connections in your brain than there are subatomic particles in the universe. But if you think about it, isn't the neural connections in the brain also subatomic particles included in the universe? Aren't we included in that? I gotta look into that. So these are just my fascinations. And yeah, and we take it with a dose of lightness. And you can apply lightness of being in your relationships, in your creativity, in how you manage the day, in how you live moment to moment. Animals are a very good reminder of lightness, for they're just there, staring at the bird. I'm talking about the cats. And the squirrel are just walking about swiftly in a very unique manner, practicing the utmost perfection of squirrelness. So what is your you-ness? What are you? Why are you here? And may you embody that. You can just ask those beautiful questions in a moment or two, maybe 5 minutes of journaling, and it opens up a whole world of opportunities. It opens up a whole new world that you can enter. And hey, it's infinite. It's infinite. There's an infinity of options of things that you can learn. But things that you can learn, if only retained in your intellectual mind, in your neocortex. I think that's also the frontal cortex. Oh, shout out Piper Patton, my avid listener. So yeah, I was listening to Joe Dispenza as I was doing pull-ups. Yeah, we need to learn all the knowledge, but it does not mean a thing if we don't integrate it and put it into practice using our limbic brain. So now when you apply and integrate it into your life and you encounter new experiences, this is where the limbic brain gets integrated. And this is how you really change the things around you. This is how you change the trajectory of your life. When you study a new thing, connect to new people, and collaborate and join masterminds and make a better world. Make a better world for the future humans and just the planet. So, thank you, Frank Zappa. I think we have gathered some key insights for today, which is not to take life too seriously and embrace your inner beauty. That's it for today. If you wanna uncover and discover and make a new path for your life, we can totally design that. We can create that. I'm here to help you. Go to startearlytoday.com. If you're interested in my book, it's called It's All in Your Head, Friend. Everything's a thought, and thoughts can be changed only if you want to. 200 ways of turning things around right this second. Go to Amazon and type in It's All in Your Head, Friend. There are many books that are called It's All in Your Head, Friend, but There's so many books called It's All in Your Head, but mine has Friend. And my drawing is in there. It's in the cover. It's of a beautiful moth. And I got that inspiration from Louise Hay, a very great teacher. I've also been brushing up on my Abraham Hicks. So yeah, carry and reflect and resonate and radiate your inner beauty, because that's your nature. And don't think too much about seriousness. Let go of seriousness. Do not be too serious. You can be serious in showing up or planning, but nothing ever is too serious in this life. It's too short to take it too seriously. So carry that smile, project that beauty, and everything beautiful shall reflected back. It shall be reflected back onto your environment, because you are everything that you see. You don't see things for what they are. You see things as you are. So what are you? Are you covered in filters of distortion? See clearly. Make it simple. All is good. All is love. Everybody's just trying their best. And we're being blessed by rain after the heat wave. Earth is so intelligent. Like the weather. Your feelings are just like the weather. So accept it. When it rains, get wet. When it's sunny, you get to sweat. That's it for today. Namaste, peeps.